How would you like to learn the secret of getting more, how to get more customers without spending a ton of money simply by using two knobs or two levers? Well, today you're going to learn about that. Welcome to eComFiles. My name is Blamah and Sarnor. This is Sebastian Meine. We started this video podcast, and today's episode is episode 5. And today's
Yes.
episode is, as you know, we always on the show about the mission of this show is to help e-commerce store owners to be successful, reach financial independence, but most importantly, build momentum and have an impact without burning out on the way. We're going to cover everything from marketing, operations, and beyond. But today, let's talk about that secret formula. What's the secret formula, Sebastian, to get more customers?
Yes, the secret formula. Wouldn't we all like to know? The thing with marketing in general, with running a business in general, and you probably know that already, is that nothing ever is as easy as it sounds. And what I'm going to tell you today sounds extremely simple. In the end, we are dealing with real life, with real humans, and that means you're not going to get it right the first time you try. Even an expert with a lot of experience might not get it right when they set it up for you for the first time. There is always evolution involved. You always need to try and adjust as you go. Don't let that stop you from getting started. But the question of how to get more, really the secret of how to get more clients for your e-commerce business is truly, really simple. But before we answer that question, we need to think about what we are actually talking about. Like, what is a customer? And if you think about the customer journey, you start out by, you have your target audience, a big pool. Then you have people that are getting interested in you. Let's call them prospects. Then you have people that visit your website and start the checkout process, but don't finish. Then you have people that do finish and give you money, use their credit card. Now we have a customer. Then they might reverse later on, and now you have lost a customer. Or they might go on and have a long-term relationship with you and keep buying. You might even have a subscription service, so it might keep buying on a regular schedule. And when we talk about marketing, we need to be sure to know which person or where the person we are talking about is on that progression. So if we are asking for more customers, are we asking for more long-term customers? Are we talking more first-time customers? Are we talking about a low-quality or high-quality customer? Are we talking about low-quality or high-quality links? And if you look at that, there are really a few things that are important. The first one is traffic. How to get your target audience to be interested in you. That is by generating traffic. And there are many ways that you can use. You can use SEO, you can use paid advertising, you can use old style advertising like billboards at the highway, or even TV ads. I probably wouldn't recommend that nowadays, either of the two, but
yeah.
There are viable ways to get your target audience to be interested in your brand, in your business. So no matter how you generate it, it is traffic. And that traffic then goes to your website and looks at stuff and maybe converts into a client. And that's the next thing you need to look at. What is that conversion rate? How many of those people that ended up on your website converted to be a client? And along the same lines, you can think about traffic quality. Like you might generate a lot of traffic with a campaign you're running, but all the people that end up on your store, on your website, end up not buying. And you generated a lot of traffic, but it literally didn't buy you anything.
Mm.
So you have traffic quality, you have conversion rate. Then if they do buy, for how much did they buy, or do they buy on that first order? What's your average initial order value?
Mm-hmm.
Then thinking about long-term customers, what's the churn rate? How many of your initial customers end up not buying a second time?
Wow.
How, if they do end up buying a second time, what's the average order value for those repeat orders? And that all runs to how much do they end up paying you over the entire lifetime of that customer's relationship with you. Now, that are a lot of numbers we just talked about, a lot of things to pay attention to, and that doesn't really sound like the simple thing I promised you in the beginning. So let's take a step back.
Yeah,
Let's
my head is spinning, Sebastian. My head is spinning right now. There's so many.
Yes. Let's simplify this, because in the end, it really comes down to two metrics, to two numbers. The first one is, how much do you pay to acquire a customer?
Mm.
How much does it cost you to get somebody to pull out their credit card and give you money? And the second question is, over the lifetime of a customer relationship, how much money do they leave with you? What is the average customer lifetime value in your business? Those are the two, really the only two numbers you need to pay attention to on the e-commerce side. If you're producing, then there are other levers you need to pay attention to. But if you have a fixed margin, if you're paying, particularly if you're selling a digital item, where you really don't have a lot of cost to deliver the service, those are the two numbers that are important. How much does it cost you to acquire a customer? How much will that customer pay you over the lifetime? That's it.
Wow. Sebastian, you went from something really complicated to something really simple. I hope you guys are paying attention. Those two levers, that's all you need. That's amazing. Amazing.
And those levers, those two levers, in the end, there are a myriad of tactics that you can employ, that you can try to work on those. And there will be more videos later on in on this channel that will talk about those tactics. But in the end, it is really only those two numbers you need to pay attention to.
Well, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, you just learned the secret. Thanks for showing up today. Thanks for showing up. We hope you found the information today provided valuable. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching. We wish you a wonderful day. Sebastian, like always, any last words?
And as always, I don't. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.